first guest's new book aims to help our kids to love the body they are in. We welcome back the author of the upcoming My One-of-a-Kind Body, The Ultimate Guide to Caring for Me, pediatrician Dr. Whitney Casares. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
I love the title. What a great place to start.
Yes, absolutely. So this book is all about really helping kids to be seen when it comes to what it means to have a good body. We put in a kid who's based off my child who's autistic. There's a kid with cerebral palsy. There is a trans kid who's living in New York and trying to kind of make way with how do I feel good in my own body. So it really is about how do we help all kids feel that all bodies are good bodies.
Exactly. And it's such a great age range that you've targeted, kind of like 7 to 12, right? Where they're really starting to notice maybe their own bodies and differences in other people's bodies too.
Yes, exactly. We cannot pretend that our kids live in a world where bodies don't matter.
Right.
They do, right? Sephora kids, like it's all over the place about their bodies. And there's this idea of body positivity, which is I should love my body all the time. Of course, there's body negativity, which nobody wants for their kids. And then there's this idea of like, we shouldn't care at all. And I think that's not realistic for our kids. Our bodies are a part of us, an important part. So I lean into this idea actually of body literacy. How do we help our kids to understand their bodies? How do we help them to be compassionate for them, care for them, and get really curious about how they can work for them, not against them?
Did you have kind of a light bulb moment when you realized just how early, how young kids are kind of having body image issues?
Yeah, my daughter asked me if she was fat when she was 8 years old. I mean, she was really serious, and she was not at the time, but I saw this look in her eyes of I'm already a failure, I'm already not enough. When you go back and watch America's Next Top Model, I mean, you see where we got that from, but the kids are getting it from social media. They're getting it from kids who call them like big back on the playground, right? With all of the Gen Alpha lingo, Riz and Skibbity, whatever. There's all these negative things that have come back into fashion as well. And so they need to be learning about these things really, really early.
Yeah, we haven't just solved it by getting rid of some negative influences. There's always new things, new challenges that our kids are going to face. And like you said, just understanding it will be so much better off to deal with it then.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, let's talk about food and making healthy choices. And how do we talk about something like junk food with kids? And is that even a helpful term to use anymore?
Right, totally. So you've probably seen a lot of information on your reels or on social media talking about no food is a bad food, all foods are good foods. And I fully agree with that all foods can serve a purpose. So a food could be good because it helps you feel joyful. It could be good because you like the color of the Skittle, right? Like it doesn't really matter if it is like has moral value or not, but there are some foods that are more nutritious, that are more nutrient dense than other foods. And so this book really tries to not shy away from that idea. It tries to not sugarcoat it, no pun intended, for our kids, because I believe our kids are smarter than that. They're gonna figure it out. Like my daughter knows that there's a difference between an Oreo and an apple.
Right.
And so why would I try to hide that from her? So we talk all about how okay, the apple is going to be great for maybe having antioxidants in it, or it's going to be helpful because it has fiber in it, so it's going to help you poop, or it's going to give you maybe some energy if it has protein in it, not apples, but like the peanut butter that would go with it, right? And then some of the foods that we might label, you and I, as junk foods, they might be helpful because they make us joyful in that moment, and that's totally fine too.
And finding the balance, right? Like understanding what your body is taking in, and then you can be better equipped to say, maybe a few too many Snickers today. I'm going to make a better choice next time or something like that.
Exactly. So there's this idea of division of responsibility as parents, that we decide what foods are kind of on the plate for our kids as they're younger. And then our kids can decide how much of that they're going to eat or if they're going to eat it at all. And so I'm a big believer in setting up some guardrails for our kids, especially when they're younger. And then they can learn to eat intuitively over time. But I know my kid with ADHD, she's going to go for the Snickers like every single time, even if she's had 8 of them.
Exactly. Well, it's nice how you've kind of laid it out as a guidebook that kids and parents can experience together. Even as I was paging through it, there's great illustrations and language that connects with kids, but I was thinking, I'm learning stuff too, and I think we as parents often don't realize the things that we need to unlearn that we didn't realize were not that helpful to us as kids.
Oh my gosh, if you've ever read the book Fat Talk, she talks all about all the biases that we all carry, but this idea of like, even I, as a medical professional, have really like not done a good job when I was really young and I was starting out with, I focused on weight too much for kids. I talked about BMI. Now we don't do that, thank goodness. And the American Academy of Pediatrics is really focused on weight not being the focus for our kids, health being the focus for our kids. But we've come a long way in the medical profession. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go as parents. We carry our own baggage along with us.
Yeah, we're always just learning and growing and hoping to do better in the future. And this book really covers the gamut of all the things that kids are going to experience at this time in their lives that can be challenging and can be scary, but we're going to have the information and learn together.
Yes, exactly. And be in that messy middle with our kids. I'm working on a book for parents, but this one is for the kids so they can see themselves, so they can learn themselves. There's lots of exercises and activities in it. And what we did is we started with a group of friends, 5 friends that meet each other at camp. It's called Camp Corazón, and they feel really good. They have that like body love there. And then they all go to their separate places in the world and have to deal with real life. And I felt like that was a good analogy for what happens in our own homes. We want to try to give this body love, give good nutritious foods, have a healthy relationship with movement and sleep and taking care of ourselves. And then our kids go out into the world. So how do we prep them?
And we have no control outside those 4 walls.
None.
So yeah, getting them the best preparation possible. Great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such an exciting new book. Okay, the book again is My One of a Kind Body by Dr. Whitney Casares. It is available to pre-order now. We'll have all that information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.